Hello, and welcome to part 2 of this video series on wandering and elopement. You can find part 1 on the Illumined channel page, or go to the link in the description. Last time, we talked about why wandering is so dangerous, and we looked at some strategies for creating doorways and entrance areas that will discourage people with dementia from walking through them. For part 2, we're going to talk about why people who have dementia wander. When we understand the causes, we can address many issues before they arise. We'll also talk about other areas of the house where you can reduce the risk that your loved one will try to elope. So, let's start by looking at why your loved one might wander around. Believe it or not, it's the same reasons that you have. When you get agitated or upset, do you like to go for a walk and clear your head? Do you look forward to getting out of the house in the morning to your daily routine and coming back to it in the evening for time to yourself or with your family? Do your kids have a garage band so loud that it rattles the roof of your house? Maybe it's time to go get lunch when they're doing their best Metallica impersonation. Maybe you have insomnia, so you go for a midnight drive. Or perhaps you have restless leg syndrome like my mom, and you're too distressed to sleep. Maybe you have groceries, or you go to religious services, or you go to see your closest friends. What if I told you that those are the same things that your loved one is usually trying to do when they wander? Just like you, they may be agitated by noise or overwhelmed by people. They may be feeling cooped up and want to go for a walk. In their reality, are they trying to go to work or come home to their family? Perhaps they have nervous energy that they need to work through, or they might not be able to sleep for any number of reasons. A phenomenon called sundowning is a major factor in all of this. It's a good term to know if you're dealing with dementia, and it refers to the tendency of people with dementia to become more agitated or nervous starting in the late afternoon, about the time the sun goes down, into the evening. We'll talk about this in more detail in an upcoming video, but for now, know that this is the time of day when all of the responsive behaviors that our loved ones deal with are most likely to occur, including wandering and elopement. Here are some measures you can take throughout the rest of the house that will help your loved one stay in safe areas. At night, even wandering inside the house can be particularly dangerous, especially if there are stairs. To help with this, you can use night lights to guide them toward desirable places like the bathroom. Use highly visible items such as a gate wrapped in reflective bright tape to block off dangerous areas that don't have a door, such as the stairways. I recommend the gate being high enough that it's in their line of sight so they won't fall over it. Light it well at night so they don't run into it. Keep items to do with travel out of sight at all times. No keys, coat racks, luggage. These may trigger your loved one's wanderlust. Try to keep the noise down and restrict it to noises your loved one finds soothing, like their favorite music. Try to create spaces that are inviting within the safe areas. Is the backyard contained? Then can they garden or feed the birds or do other safe activities? What about a den or study inside the house where you can put some of their favorite things to make it a pleasurable oasis? You might also talk to your loved one's doctor to get recommendations about sleep aids or other ideas for calming them. Now let's talk about some modifications we can make for you. Chimes, bells, or alarms on the doors and windows can alert you when you need to pay extra and immediate attention. If you need to get ahead of things more than that, you can buy a pressure-sensitive mat to put in front of the door that will alert you when someone steps on it. You might consider one of those mats for beside their bed as well. Depending on the situation, in-home cameras may also be appropriate. Technology is always changing, and a lot of security tech has gotten much more affordable, so evaluate whether any of the new home monitoring systems might be a good fit for a particular situation, keeping privacy concerns in mind. There are also various GPS services that can help to track your loved one if they do elope. The caveat, however, is that if they don't have the tracking device with them, it can't help. So never rely on a GPS method alone. Our paths through life are many and varied, and we don't stop walking them when we have dementia. However, caregivers can redirect loved ones from unsafe paths to those that they can still travel and enjoy. These are some of the basic tips, but keep doing your own research into this topic and experiment with your own ideas. Thanks for watching, everyone. If this was a helpful video for you, click like and subscribe below to see more content like this. You can also click the link in the description to subscribe to our newsletter. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.